Hello and welcome to a new video. Today I tried something really fun that has a bit of a twist on the Inktober challenge. Yes, I did attempt Inktober this year, but sadly I failed. I believe I got to day 14, but I wasn't feeling inspired by the art that I was creating. So since I was having some artist guilt since I didn't finish, I wanted to create something that made me feel better about the whole situation. So, I took a whole 2018 Inktober prompt list and put all of those prompts into one illustration. I looked over the official Inktober prompt list and a few others, but the one I was feeling most inspired by was Furry Little Peaches. Her prompt list was very simple and fun, and I felt that all of those prompts could go really well together. As I was creating this piece, I had a lot of fun creating a story to go along with the illustration. It's not a set-in-stone story, but I see a traveler from a different universe based on all that stuff that's happening in the sky. It's definitely not earthly, but most of the story comes with the details of the prompts. So how about I just go through day 1 through 31 and tell you what I did with each prompt. Day 1 was Pebble. And this one came kind of easy. I just spread some tiny pebbles around the main character and in the middle of the image. Day 2 was Key, and I feel like my take on Key would be different than the average person. Most people would probably just draw a key, but when I think Key, I think of an artist from South Korea that I've been a fan of for 8 or 9 years now. His stage name is Key. He's from the band SHINee. So I used him as my main character for the image. Day 3 was outer space. So as you can see in the sky, there are definitely some stars, some planets, the moon, the sun, you see all that stuff. So that is obviously the outer space. Day 4 is a peach. And as you can see, Key in the middle is eating a peach. Day 5 is camp. I say Key is a traveler and he set up camp on this random campsite that he found. You can see the tent, the fire, all of his stuff spread out. So that's his camp. So for day 6 is mountain, and in the background you can see there's the mountain range with the leaves and everything to create more depth within the image. So day 7 was ice cream, and I combined this prompt with a couple other prompts. So day 7, 14, 17, 22, and 30 are all in one. As you can see down in the bottom left corner, there's a box that says groceries on it, filled with a bunch of food. I would assume that this is his food supply that he may travel with, or maybe someone sent it to him through the ocean or lake or whatever that body of water is next to him. And inside we have the prompt ice cream, bread, mustard, and tonic water. Day 8 was music, and I put a small radio next to the main character, and it is assumed that he is listening to music. Maybe sometimes he'll listen to the radio, or maybe that's how he communicates with people, is through the small radio. Day 9 is island. So I put him on an island. I would assume that the water that is next to him is separating him and the mountains on the other side. Therefore, he is on a small island. Day 10 is statue. I combined this prompt with day 15, which was koala. I couldn't think of what to make a statue of, so I just combined it with koala, and you can see on the right side of the image by the tent, there is a small koala statue that is covered in vines and leaves to show that it has probably been there for a while, maybe a couple years, couple hundred years, who knows. But I don't know if the character found it or it's always been there, but I feel like it could be guarding his tent or something like that. Day 11 is rocket. So this one's simple. I just put a rocket in the back of the illustration. Day 12 is flag. So on his tent, you can see there's a flag tied to the stick that is holding up the tent. And on the flag, we have a star and a planet. I would assume this is the flag from his home planet or his home country or whatever you want to call it. Day 13 is planet. And I put a couple planets in the background, all of them being quite different than the planets that we all know, just to show that this illustration is from a different universe. Day 16 is confetti, and I combined this prompt with day 18, which was volcano, and in the background you can see there is a volcano erupting confetti. This also shows something that isn't very earthly. I didn't know what else to do with confetti, so might as well have it shooting out of a volcano, right? Day 19 is sticks, and this one was kind of simple too. I just spread a couple sticks around the main character, like the pebbles, just laying in random places. Day 20 was letter, and me being a sucker for a good love story, I put a couple love letters beside him, one open, two of them being unopened that have little hearts on them. Day 21 is cloud, and you can see in the sky there is a few clouds roaming around. Day 23 is forest. You can see behind the tent there is a forest of trees, and then back by the mountains there's some more trees to show that he is definitely in the woods in a nature setting. Day 24 is playground. Took me a while to think of something for this because I didn't think playground really set with the scene I was setting, but I did create a tire swing hanging off of the branch and the tree in the back, and I thought that was good enough for a playground. Maybe it was already there when he came, or maybe he set it up. I'll let you decide what you would like to think about that. Day 25 and 26 was day and night. So I thought it would be interesting if I had half the sky being day and half the sky being night. You can see on the left side behind the mountains there's the sun, and it is a lighter gray tone than the other side of the sky, which is a more black tone. And you can see the stars and the moon on one side with nothing on the other side to create the contrast of day and night. Day 27 was birdhouse, and I just put a birdhouse on the branch with the tire swing. Very simple. Day 28 is map, and I put the map beside the love letters that he has spread out beside him. This is probably what he's looking at to see where he's going to be going next or where he needs to be going in the future. Day 29 was fast. I had an issue with this one because I couldn't really think of anything. Possibly the rocket in the back is going fast. Maybe time travels really fast in this universe he is in. And then I thought maybe the wind could be blowing fast towards the right. That's why I created the fire kind of leaning. I did have it straight, but I'm like, oh, the wind could be blowing more towards the right, and that's why it's leaning a bit. That's probably a stretch, but those are some ideas I had for that prompt. And then our last prompt was day 31, which was bones. So in the back you can see a skeleton head, skeleton arm and foot sticking out of the ground, and this could have already been there and it had been a few decades and it started to get buried, or maybe this main character killed something and left the bones. We will never know. So overall, I had a great time making this piece, and I felt a lot more inspired by this piece than all 14 days of my original Inktobers that I was trying to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as well, and thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you, bye!